Alright, some of y'all may love it, some of y'all may end up hating it, but hey, Sami Zayn should not be going for Gunther's title right now. So we're building up right now to. I've been like what about 3 weeks now that basically Sami is like, I want to challenge you, Gunther, and Gunther's like, no, haha, no, no, and everybody, I think a lot of people are kind of like, depending on how you feel about Gunther, everybody feels, I guess, almost unanimous about him being one of the best wrestlers and his in ring, and I was like all this stuff, to where he's up in that higher status, and he's not never really backed down from a challenge, except for now. Now, granted, Sami is the only one that beat him, so on one hand, it makes it understandable that the one person that beat you, you kind of trying not to really deal with. But at the same time, it's Gunther, and it's like, that was a fluke. Why should I be scared of you? All the kind of stuff. Now, I don't know. I was like, we still got one more week to Bad Blood. I don't think we're going to get it. I think they're already sort of filled up their spots, because I was like, Damien Finn, Liv and Rhea. We got the Hell in a Cell. We got the Bloodline match. I think Nia Jax is going to get her title there as well too. So I was like, that's 5 matches. Normally, that's sort of what we've sort of done if it's not one of the top four main pay-per-views. So I don't think we're going to slide that one in there. Now, at the same time, are we going to? I was like, I know there's like a solid show out for Bad Blood. Maybe there. I was like, I don't know. But I think this should be a long game. I don't think that Sami should get the title shot next up. I think Gunther should keep on avoiding him, and they should do something where there's like a title contender match or something like that. And for whatever reason, Sami doesn't get in. I was like, he plays the underdog role so well that you aren't going to really be able to take him out, and I don't know if you could really do it in a way that he loses. I was like his match against Ludwig Kaiser, that was like going back and forth, and then he just sort of just like hulked it up and just like won. When I was like, that sort of seemed anticlimactic to me, but whatever. I was like, that's how Sami underdog role goes. I really think that what they need to do is have Sami, like I said, somehow miss out, avoid it. I don't know. Maybe he gets entangled with something else. I don't know. But he missed somehow getting the number one contendership, or Gunther picked somebody else or whatever. But because of this, you make Sami beat Gunther for the championship. Now, hear me out. I know none of y'all want Gunther to lose. But Gunther shouldn't lose to anybody. Well, eventually he's going to have to lose. So I think that Sami should beat Gunther again, just so that it could be like, I was like, we know about Ilya Dragunov being the guy that beat him, but so far, main roster wise, they haven't had that yet. And I know everybody will love that match, but Dragunov is nowhere close to basically being propped up to being like, oh, I'm gonna beat Gunther. We haven't even sniffed that yet. So for the time being, unless something changes in this wild fantasy thing that I'm booking, that ain't happening. So what I'm saying is, Sami is just over here just keep getting beat up or keep getting told no. Guess what? I was like, Sami is already over with the crowd. He's already a super underdog. But now he's like the dude that can't get his way or whatever like that. Cause technically he didn't really earn anything. He lost the Intercontinental Championship match, and then come right here to basically being like, I want a heavyweight championship match. And it's like, well, yes, we do normally do like a call your shot type of thing for the championship or whatever. It's not too many times that you have somebody that loses and immediately goes straight to being like, I want the championship shot. Now, they might win a match or whatever, or something like that, and they end up being like number one contender. But asking that straight out, especially babyface, is kind of like odd to me in a way where I was like, that's why I feel like they got to be doing the prolonged game, because I was like, if it was a heel that was just like, oh, I think I deserve a championship match or whatever, I was like, that was a fluke or whatever. You could sort of write that off. I was like, oh, he being a bad guy kind of thing. He think he can jump the line or whatever. But it's kind of odd that the good guy does that or whatever. Where it's just like Sami needed something to prove, where you need to redeem himself for losing to Braun. Where it's just like he's like, I know that immediately I need a championship, and that's not really what the story they're telling right now. But that's what it seems like he's almost is doing. But but at the same time, we'll overlook all that type of stuff. I was like, at the end of the day, we sort of just want our people to kind of win. But if you keep having getting denied by Gunther and say Gunther just beating up other people, maybe he gets challenged by somebody else or whatever like that. I don't know who necessarily you. To be honest, I don't know who else you really can do. That's sort of the problem with Raw. Because I was like, the Drew CM Punk thing is happening. And then who else do you really have at this moment? Maybe somebody about the Bronson Reed Braun thing might come about. Maybe Jay got the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker. I think they're still going to continue that, to be honest. Who else to fill in? I don't know. Maybe I was like, maybe you get Chad Gable back in there now. He's American made. I don't know. But you prolong this until, say, Survivor Series. That's a good like 2-3 months away. I was like, where he can beat Gunther. Guess what? The only guy to keep on beating Gunther. And Sami gets a championship shot. Gunther doesn't have a long title reign, because let's be honest, that he's not going to keep it to WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to keep it to WrestleMania. I think they already got plans of how to deal with that. So who better yet to beat him is Sami. That's like his main competition. And then you have Sami be a transitional champion and lose to Drew McIntyre. That's the long game I got out here. I was like, remember, Sami and Drew always had a thing going, and guess what? Sami can never get past Drew. He can never get past Drew. That's his kind of kryptonite. And Drew could be out here being like, you're not main title championship material. Because the thing is, Gunther's always had Drew's number. So I was like, we don't know how this Hell in a Cell is going to go. So I was like, this is predicated based off, I guess, that or whatever. Because I was like, you could have CM Punk beat Sami, but I was like, I don't think that's how that's going to go. Because I was like, I really believe that Drew's going to win the Hell in a Cell. CM Punk is more than likely either going to win one of the two qualifying matches in order to face Drew at WrestleMania or something like that. That's sort of the long game booking. But I was like, Sami is the perfect transitional champion guy to where he doesn't need a long reign. He just needs to basically, everybody will be satisfied with him getting a short title reign. The heat that it will put on Drew McIntyre, and you can sort of have it out a little bit with Gunther, because it's the one guy he can't beat. Because I was like, guess what? You're not going to have Gunther lose to just anybody. He needs to lose to basically there's only 3 people that really is going to be able to beat Gunther. Sami, because he already beat him. Drew, but Gunther has had Drew number for a couple years. And Seth. That's really about it. And we don't know what Seth's whole ordeal right now is. So that's why I haven't included him in any of this right now. But Sami, you're going to have a time. Just not for long. I said he win at Survivor Series. Keeps that Royal, I was like, maybe at Royal Rumble, or maybe when he loses at Royal Rumble. We don't have a Money in the Bank guy no more, so that's kind of, do we? No. No, I was like, I forgot Drew. Duh, I'm over here fantasy booking some stuff, and I'm forgetting about the past. That's ridiculous. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think that they should go ahead and just do Sami right now, get it out the way, have Gunther have a title reign all the way to WrestleMania, or whatever, or say Gunther loses to Drew, or you get the CM Punk match? How would you do this? I was like, this is really supposed to be a Sami Zayn getting his championship match, and I was like, then I end up looking at sort of the WrestleMania kind of thing. I was like, it went a little bit further, but I was like, I did make Sami a champion in all this. I just made him a very short reign champion. That's all I did. Anyway, let me know what you think. But till then, we'll see how everything goes. Peace. I'm out.